Hey lovelies, what we're doing today is a bit of a cross comparison between the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade and the Colourpop Eyebrow Pomade. I don't really know what this one's called. I believe it's creatively called brow colour, apparently. So I got the shade in Champagne Blonde and I've been using this one for such a long time. This is the shade Blonde from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So one is done with Anastasia Beverly Hills, one eyebrow is done with the Colourpop one, and I'll show you how they apply, what I think of it, and yeah, I think it's very interesting to see the difference because this one is around about, what, I think it's nearly $40. This one's about close to 10. So let's just jump straight into it. This is very strange. Currently I feel like someone from some sort of Edwardian time because I've just got these sorts of lips on and there's nothing going on my eyes or my eyebrows. It's freaking me out. So obviously we're here to compare these two. Now I haven't actually used this one yet. Obviously it's still in the box because I have to share with you the mint condition items. And I figured that because I'm not going into work today, this is the perfect time. My dude, come out. I paid money for you. I mean, okay. Well, at least it's effective use of packaging, even though this probably wouldn't really need to be in the box, but whatever. So this is how the Colourpop one looks, especially to go along with my very chipped nails because they're getting painted tomorrow. I'm doing a whole bunch of wedding DIY tomorrow, so I don't see the point of worrying about my nails right now. My eyebrows are not going to match, I can tell you that right now. So this is how the colour looks, trying to get as accurate a representation for you as possible. Looks like baby poop brown. Let's just compare it very, very quickly to the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. So this one, you can tell, I've been using it for ages. But side by side, look at that comparison. This is the Champagne Blonde from Colourpop and this is Blonde. Now this is the lighter shade that Anastasia Beverly Hills does, but I wanted to see what the Champagne, I mean, I guess that if I got Taupe from Colourpop then that would probably be the same match as this, but that's significant. We're just gonna look a little bit janky, but that's okay. We don't have shame here, so I'm one of those people that is always paranoid about products drying out, so yes, I'm just putting the lid back on that one very quickly. We're going to be starting out by using the Colourpop one. Okay, it must have quite a bit of emulsifier in there because that comes off super easy. I didn't pick up a mirror because I'm stupid. So what I'll do is I'm even going to give the Colourpop one the advantage by putting this on my good eyebrow because this eyebrow is flat, this eyebrow is arched, and this one just generally has a better shape. Let's just see. So there is nothing on my eyebrows other than potentially some foundation. This is not a colour match. This is definitely not. Oh my gosh, this is like, it looks green. I laugh because otherwise I will cry. The thing is as well, because I live in New Zealand and also because I'm not a wasteful person, I don't buy makeup until I like run out of it. So that's why it hurts that little bit more. The colour issue aside, this has gone on very nicely. It's very smooth, it's managed on my skin very well. So the problem for me is, as you can see, I've got very sparse eyebrows and there's also patches in there because genes in my family are not a thing that you want. I'm actually pretty happy with how that's worked out. Let's just brush through. It was nice and easy to put on. Like scary easy. Now let's have a look. Ooh. You can see why I need to put on eyebrows, can't you? So just looking at my hair with just this, it doesn't look too bad, but it does definitely have that green tinge, and not really here for that. Just doing my ratchet salon thing and just getting rid of any excess on my hand. Luckily, I just cleaned this brush last night. Okay, it's totally fine. Now let's try my normal one, Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm very glad that they've decided to not work with MLM companies anymore. That was a whole thing. Can't believe that happened. It's been good to see the fact that Noravina has actually taken people's feedback on board, but also, why don't you just do your due diligence and look into a company before you agree to partner with them on something? Just saying. So this is my Anastasia one on my worst eyebrow. So honestly, I do not have a good eyebrow. I just have one that is less bad than the other. And I've accidentally given the Colourpop one a false advantage because this formula is kind of drying out a little bit. Now previously, when I've used Anastasia Beverly Hills, like I went through a whole pot because, like I said, I use up all of my cosmetics before buying a new one because I am a wasteful bitch. Wow, you can really see that colour difference, can't you? My goodness, but it just feels like this one is drying out a lot faster, and I always close that lid like hella tight and properly. But I just don't know why. It's dried out so much faster. Oh my god, look at that colour difference. Okay, eyebrows aren't meant to be, you know, similar ever, right? It's fine. Totally fine. All I can do is see the difference right now, and it's kind of killing me. Yeah, this formula is just, maybe I'll take it from a different part. Oh, that kind of hurt to do that because I took it from that part instead of like continuing on. But you can see, like, I can't use any of that stuff that's dried and crusted because I literally cannot. And I don't have an emulsifier because a lot of them contain like animal things, and I don't really want to. I just don't have the time to look into that right now. But when I get lower on in the pot, I will absolutely be using some emulsifier. Oh god, I picked up too much product. Okay, it's fine, we'll fix. But I'm definitely one of those people that needs to use a brow gel. Like, eyeshadow just will not cut it for me. Those brow powders will not cut it because my eyebrows are so patchy. Like, I've been considering getting microblading for a long time. I know that they've got vegan microblading in America, but I haven't seen anywhere in New Zealand that does vegan microblading. Let's try fixing this little patch. I told you this was my bad brow. It's constantly misbehaving, always on detention. That's our current situation. Isn't it pretty to see them so mismatched? So first impressions of how the Colourpop formula works. It's very good. It doesn't feel like it's gonna shift or anything. And I'm just so used to the Anastasia one. Like I said, it's drying out in the pot, so that will be giving us a bit of a false reading, so to speak. So of course I forgot to film my final impressions of this. Now I've been using the Colourpop one for the past week. I do actually find it is very good. Obviously there is just that slight green tinge, so I would recommend going for a taupe if you have similar colouring to me. It's not too obvious, it's just if you're wearing green eyeshadow, it's very obvious. Both of these formulas are good, but if you're definitely on a budget, I would totally be going for the Colourpop one. And as you can see, the Anastasia one is totally drying out on me, so I've got to find an emulsifier for that. So if you've got any recommendations, please hit me up down below. Thanks guys! Cat just ran up the stairs meowing. Welcome to my life. In between the